trucks. Yo! It seems like they're intentionally driving slow so I can't slow down on the road. Yeah, like extremely learning through. Any of you who know how much terrible it is only having lipstick, I have to literally go back and forth across the road just to slow down. And the little is trouble will stop. So you can't just speed down the hill without expecting danger at all. Like really. And then whenever I take the chance to slow down, so I can't slow myself down. Just so you know, Gary, it's freezing cold. Well, at least for me it is. And I got one else that's but it's cold for me because I'm inside in a nice warm house wrapped up in my nice warm blankets. On my nice, really oddly warm laptop, it overheats. It's a joke about how much it overheats. But still, and I dropped my compass. I got a compass from church, and it's kind of cool. It's funny though. It doesn't really work. But still, I dropped it and I dropped my compass. Oh yeah. My freaking hands are freezing because my retarded little sister decided, oh, let's just go to Eastside. I was trying to watch Jacksepticeye's. I wasn't watching his live stream because, you know, his live stream was pretty boring. I just kept saying, shout out! Make a shout out video! Ah! Yeah, that didn't go well. But other than that, it was just boring. So yeah. And I was trying to watch, what I was trying to say is I was trying to watch his beginner's guide video. Because it was something that kind of just interests me. Because I watched, you freaking kidding me, another car. Dude, just speed up and pass me, please. Oh my god. Did you not see the fact that he slowed down? You probably didn't, but he slowed down. My god. And then he looked at me like, ooh. God. Jesus Christ. Sorry. No offense to anyone. I'm not referencing the video, but still. I'm very, very, very mad. It was like an hour-long video, and we're going out in like the freezing cold, and to me it's freezing. I have no jacket other than this, and this thing is thin as fuck. It is the thinnest thing you can ever see. It's like, so thin. This is like my summer jacket. This is a jacket I wear in summer. Literally, I wear this in summer. Yeah. Another indicator that I'm freezing. I'm like a vampire, okay? Once you get used, like really used to the inside temperature of your house, and then you go outside for like less than a day, it'll be freezing, even if it's like not even that cold, because you're used to your room temperature. Like literally, I was trying to watch that video. I started, I got like 30 minutes in, and then Marley comes running in. Mom needs you. I'm like, okay, because I could just pause the video and get right back to it. Nope. I get there, and then they're like, oh, take them to Eastside for a little. Why Eastside? Do you not see the crap that Eastside has? It is the most boring thing ever. Instead, I can't just stay on my technology at my house. The only thing I literally do at Eastside is try to find a warm spot and play on my phone crap games that just crap games entirely. Literally, I have no good thing to do, no good waste of time. I'm not athletic, sporty, or any of that, so sports is off the list, even though they have a gigantic field. Playing with my little retarded brother and sister, that's not gonna happen. You know what I do? Right now, I'm just waiting for it to rain again. It just finished raining, and if we all know Rock Springs, Wyoming very well, it is going to start raining very soon. Very, very soon. It's not gonna get warmer. It's just gonna get colder. That's Wyoming. It gets colder and colder and colder and it never stops raining. That's just how it is. And my retarded stepdad, I tried saying that I was doing something. My retarded stepdad said, get off your laptop, it doesn't mean anything. Keep in mind, guys, I would have already killed myself years and years before if it weren't for my technology. So yeah, when he says it doesn't mean anything, that it's worthless. He has literally no clue. Oh, and look, the retarded siblings are not here. I wonder where they had wandered off to. Freaking retardville. They probably went back home. And I'm gonna get yelled at because they left and I didn't notice. Oh, and another reason I hate things, there's always someone here. Maybe a douchebag or a friend. Anyone. I just try to avoid everyone all the time. As much as I possibly can. I hate being around people. It's just terrible for me. It sucks. I hate being around people. It's terrible. So yeah, I'm just not in a very good mood. And I swear I'd prefer stay on my laptop all day, all night, every day. I mean, I went to church and was happy, jolly, joyful about that because church is just nice. I don't have to talk to anybody. I can just sit there and enjoy myself. Listen to what the people have to say. You know, it may end up just becoming a regular thing where I'm sitting at these tables talking about things that irritate me. I wonder why. Most likely because of my dumb, retarded, ugly, hideous stepfather. Have you... you guys have heard his voice. Wait until you get to see his face. I swear to God, when you see him, he's the most hideous thing ever. He has, like... they're not even teeth. They're, like, pieces... not even pieces of teeth. Like, pieces of just disintegrated blackness on his gums. He's hideous. I can't even believe that he got a wife. Being my mom. My stepfather is terrible. You guys have all heard his voice. Like, when he laughs, it sounds like the most evil thing you've ever heard. It's not very pretty sound. I mean, if you had met him and lived with him for, like, over a year, you would hate him. At the beginning, you'd be like, oh, he's not that bad, so what, so what, so what? And then, at the end of the year, you'd be like, freaking kill me. He is terrible. He is no deserve to live. He wastes his life sitting on the couch, complaining about things he does not like. Not even I do that. I sit on my bed complaining about it. I lock myself away from the world because of people like him. People that you cannot trust. Like, people who have no respect for anyone. Jake has taught me nothing. Nothing but misery. If you really think I'm joking, I'm not. All he has taught me is misery. And I mean, I'm the one that's supposed to be happy, smiling, you know, this is good, that's good, great, good, golly gumdrops, whatever. Nope. Inside, I hate everything. I hate life, I hate people, I just hate existence in just general. I have literally no point in being here. I'm pretty much here to be a slave to my retarded stepfather, to scream and yell at me all he wants. So if I had died, I mean, sure, I'd be leaving the YouTube channel behind. Sure, I'd be leaving a ton of friends behind. I don't care. I couldn't care less. I mean, this sounds like such a rude thing for me to say, but if I had died, do you not know how much misery that would be relieving me from? I mean, sure, it would leave people in misery, and people would be sad, but I'd be happy. I would be away from all of this. Like, either I go to heaven or hell, or just nothing happens at all. That's that. If I were to die, that also was supposed to happen, and ended up being worthless. Look, it just finished raining. Do you see that puddle? In a few minutes, it's gonna start raining again. I am so irritated right now. I literally cannot, I think of a lot of things. A lot of depressingly sad, dark things. Thinking about how to kill people. Thinking if I had killed people, what would other people say? How could I kill this person without anyone noticing. That's the kind of things I think of. And then when I go to say them, I space. I can't think. I can think exactly the words that I had, but I can't say them. I try and say them, and I'm like... I mean, even when there's no one around, just a camera. My own camera that I'm holding in my own hand. Still, I cannot. I just cannot say anything. I hate everything. I find no joy in the world. All I find is hate and fear, sadness, anger. There's no joy. There's no cheerful, jolly goodness. People say, oh yeah, this is always good. I mean, sure, good comes out of bad. But then what happens right after that good thing? More things that go wrong. There's always a negative to every positive. It's always bad. And I mean, you can take it either... There's always a positive to every negative. Yeah. But there wouldn't need to be a positive for every negative if they were just positive. The world was happy. And the reason the world's not happy is because of our generation. Our generation is full of douchebaggy kids who have no care for anyone else in reality. We're always laughing at people's mistakes, not caring about any of the things they did right and better than us. We laugh at people's pain. We laugh at existence. We laugh fear in the face. What do we get from that? Nothing good ever comes out of it. The boys in my grade keep asking people to fight. There's people that would prefer die than be here anywhere. And those are the people who seem happiest of all. I mean, I wouldn't die. That's just... I wouldn't kill myself. Sure, if I had the chance to die without killing myself, with no one watching, no one witnessing my death, I would be happy about it. If I could die alone with no one around me, without having to kill myself. You know? If I could just say... None of my friends around, no one else around but one single car that just sped and smacked into me, into a wall. Bye-bye, Jarek. The car driver survives, goes to jail. You know, I'm dead, I'm gone. I'm happy being gone, either just having nothingness before you're born, not even being in existence, or going to heaven or hell. Couldn't care less. I mean, as long as I'm out of this misery that I live in, I really don't think people understand. My life is miserable. It's misery. Stacked on top of misery, stacked on top of misery, and more misery stacked on top of that. All it is misery. And the only time I find joy is when all that misery is being pointed to someone else. That 1 second that I can escape. And then it's right back to the fear, anger, hate, misery, pain. It's nothing ever good. I mean, sure, I'm not going to be one of those people that cuts. I'm staying on this world so I can I'm staying on this world so I can try my best to change the way people think. Make them think for the better. Make them think, oh, hey, this person's right. We're making his terrible life more terrible. And I mean, there's some people that watch to the end. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because you actually get to hear when I start getting into the conversation. And then there's people who just kind of skip it at the beginning. Then, no thank you. Don't do that, please. I mean, I say pretty smart things. And I don't think anyone takes them into thought. Deeply into thought. Do you? Does anyone take my thinking into their own thought? Do they sit there and contemplate what I'm saying? Think about it, just thinking about what I say. Sitting there after I say something, just not watching anything after what I just said. After the video you just watched of me saying something, trying to affect the way you think. Do you actually sit and think about everything I said in that video? Or do you straight away go click on a different video that makes you laugh and totally forget anything and everything I said? Do you? That's the question. Do you? Because on YouTube, all I try to do is make myself look like a happy, joyful person. But you know, there's more to that. There's more than just me being happy all the time. I'm full of anger and hate and fear, if anything. I mean, really, it's terrible. Life is terrible. Everything sucks. It's pretty much just hell on earth. How do we know hell? If the Bible isn't real, then that means hell was just based on earth. Heaven was the dream of what people wanted earth to be. It never happened. If all of the Bible is fake, I'm not saying that it is. I'm Christian, so I believe in it. But just to say, if it were fake, heaven is probably the dream of what people wanted. They started writing the Bible to try and get people to think. What if we had this? What if we had that? What if we had a person to lead us? And if it was not real, and that's how it was. And hell was what the world is like now. The world should be called hell at this point because that's where it's going. If anything, we're all gonna end up there. All of us other than the people who think like me. The people who think there's something that we can do to change all the way that the world is. I mean, I can't change any of that. I can't change the way that any of us think at all unless someone actually thinks about the way I think. Takes it into thought and says, you know, that's right. It changes something that they know that they do that's wrong. People never think about the way I feel. Let's just put it that way. I'm ignored. I'm practically invisible. Someone can simply smack me in the side of the face without even noticing I was there. I'm literally invisible. I'm a bit surprised I don't go to school with a bruise on my face every day because of my stepdad. I mean, not that he hits me anymore. I've thought of ways to ignore him and make sure that he doesn't. But before, I was dumb and I would fight back in ways that weren't smart, and I'd get hit. No joke, he would just straight up wham, smack me on the side of the face. And he had never stopped it. He had just done it. Every time he got mad, he would go and take it out on me. And then I started thinking I was smart and I did everything I can to avoid him. I use that avoiding him and I avoid people. Because I don't want to end up with them doing whatever it is, terrible things they could do to me. I avoid reality. I avoid existence, I guess you could say. I'm not sure, there's probably a word for it. I avoid just humanity, I guess is what the word would be. I avoid people, human beings. I avoid them overall because I'm sick of them. I'm sick of the way that they act. The way that they're dumb, the way that they're not smart at all. The way that we all ignore each other's thoughts. There's not going to be another great hero to think and say things smart if the world doesn't change. There's a lot of people in this world now that are intelligent, they're smart, they're geniuses. And then they turn around, they go back to humanity and acting like some kind of douchebag. And then all the smartness and everything you see in that person is gone. They're just retards. That's why I don't talk to like nearly anybody. I just want to end up being one person. Because I don't feel like I am. I act different depending on who I'm around. That shouldn't be how it is. That shouldn't be how it is for everyone. That's exactly how it is. Whenever I'm around a certain person, I'll act differently. I'll act different so that they don't judge me. I will act the way that they suit that they want me to act. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that acts a different way so that people like him. I'm gonna start acting like the same person all the time. Because in reality, I'm stubborn. I hate people. I'm not afraid to fight back. I'm smart. I'm kind. And I don't even know who I am anymore because of the fact I act different depending on who I'm around. And that means anybody, everybody. I'm always acting different. Maybe at school I act smart and silent and shy. And when I'm around my friends, a few different friends, I act different ways. Some friends I'll act energetic and happy and smiley and can't stop talking. Around other friends I'll just keep my mouth shut and agree with anything and everything they say. I act different depending on who I'm around. And I mean, sure, this can make me sound like a terrible person, but I'm only doing this so that I'm not judged as harshly. I seriously couldn't care less about what people think, other than the fact that when you're judged harshly in this world, you're rejected. And I'm rejected a lot. And then there's the point where you're just not even being rejected, you're just being told things that no one should ever hear. Like, go kill yourself, harm yourself, go do something dumb that you could die from. Yeah, I hope that someone thinks about this. Someone thinks about what I said. Someone deeply takes into mind. Is that what I do? Is that who I am? Do you do what I do? Like, really? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. See all you guys in the next video. Bye. How long is this? 21 minutes. It's a good video. Bye.